sports, at your workplace, just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
CaribJet, the award-winning agent, the oldest and most experienced travel company in Grenada. For our corporate and private clients, we carefully choose which airline we book you on. We are the main agents for Virgin Atlantic, British Airways, KLM and Condor, specialists to India, Africa, Middle East and South America. For worldwide flights, contact 439-4444 or caribjet.com.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited, I can't hide it. In your blast up and rising, and I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive jackpot.
It's going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
Running a business is hard. Running a creative business, that's 10 times harder. The Grenada Office of Creative Affairs understands the unique challenges creative entrepreneurs face, especially when it comes to securing financing. That's why they have partnered with the Grenada Development Bank to launch the Creative and Cultural Industries Business Development Fund. Hello. Designed specifically for creative entrepreneurs like you and me. Unlock your full potential with our tailored financing options. Access loans of up to $50,000 at just 2% interest, empowering you to upgrade and expand your business. Receive business support vouchers of up to $5,000 to enhance your business plans, financial strategies, or marketing efforts. But that's not all. Nonprofits and community-based projects can secure grants of up to $25,000. So, what are you waiting for? Make the call today and learn how you can finance your dreams. Contact the Grenada Development Bank and unleash your creativity.
A carnival pulse is coming. Yes, you heard it.
Carnival Pulse, a vibrant live broadcast event that captures the heart and soul of Grenada's Carnival. July 29th to August 9th at the Esplanade and Bruce Street Mall. Stay tuned for more information on Carnival Pulse, a production of MTV and Fusion FM in collaboration with Grenville Property Corporation Limited. This carnival will be pulsating.
The hurricane season happens every year. We at Grenlec are always conscious of how we maintain our system, always be mindful of how we can have it ready to withstand hurricanes. That's why we have a continuous improvement mindset for our system, continuously maintaining our system, what we refer to in this industry as hardening our system. However, in January, we go through our hurricane manual. We review that with all of our staff members, so each of us know what is our response, what are our roles in terms of preparing for the hurricane season. That's prior to the hurricane season, during the hurricane, and even after the passage of a hurricane. So we know what our response and roles would be. We continuously maintain our systems throughout the year. Vegetation management in terms of tree trimming, tree cutting. We do appeal to our customers, landowners, that if they have trees that are growing close to our power lines, to allow us to cut them, to have a look at them, so we can prevent these unnecessary outages during this time. So for this hurricane season, we urge all of our customers, all of the Grenadian public, to be prepared, to be ready, so that you can have the right response should we have a hurricane this season.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
This is the MTV Evening News for Thursday. The news headlines are in association with Courts Grenada Limited.
Hello, Carnival. Nice to see you again. Hey people, this is Ezra the Fun Machine, and I'm calling all revelers, carnivalists, and bacchanalists. Let me tell you, take a loan of $3,000 or more for your costume and pay only $340 per month with Courts ready cash. Plus, you get to enter to win your loan back. That's right! Pay $0 down and nothing for the first 30 days. All you need is your ID, proof of address, job letter, pay slip, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Courts Already Cash location today or contact your Carnival band for more details. Experience Carnival 2024 with Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply. Aye, aye, aye.
Coming up in the news this evening, shopkeeper in St. Andrew found dead with a puncture wound to his chest. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell says hurricane disaster funds need to be issued now due to vulnerability. The opposition New National Party wants to extend an olive branch as the country reels from Beryl's devastation. And in sport, Lyndon Victor to carry Grenada's flag at the opening ceremony of the Olympics. We'll have the details to those and other stories to look to, of course, at the public forecast information. It'll all be right after the break right here on MTV. Stay with us.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union. With you wherever your road leads.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good evening, I'm Tony Julian with the details. Police are investigating the death of a shopkeeper from Hope, St. Andrew. A police statement issued on Thursday reported that at about 7:45 in the morning, they responded to a report of a sudden death. On arrival at the location, they observed the motionless body of a male lying on his back inside a building with a small puncture wound to his chest. But we have more on it in this report.
The body was identified as Devon Francis, 49 years old, shopkeeper of Hope St. Andrew, also known as Rasta, was examined by a medical doctor and was pronounced dead. According to the police, an autopsy will be conducted to determine the cause of death. It was understood that Francis operates a small business in Hope St. Andrew, the same place his body was found, and one resident who wished not to appear on camera said she was in disbelief after seeing him the night before.
I know the young man as a cool and quiet person, easygoing, doesn't do much talking. I guess that is as much as I could remember him as. I never know he did anything with anybody. And just seeing him around. Most time, a lot of people will visit him. So that's all I could say for now. So yes, he was a people person. I felt sad. My 2 feet get weak. Because knowing that I saw him last night, you know. I think he's from Trinidad, but I think he's from Pomerose. Yeah, he sells drinks and stuff like that. That is what I know. He sells drinks and thing. He will make a little cook and thing. He'll always cook and his friends and them will always pass, you know, and they will eat. Yeah.
Investigative officers returned to the scene on Thursday evening to gather additional information as an investigation is ongoing. Kishon Thomas, MTV News.
With 4 months left into the hurricane season, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell has said the country is hard hit by Hurricane Beryl cannot sustain another impact due to the vulnerability, and disbursement of funds are needed with urgency. The Grenadian leader was speaking at a press conference on Thursday, hosted by the United Nations Resident Coordinator for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean. It was also attended by St. Vincent and the Grenadines Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. We have more in this report.
The aim of Thursday's press brief was to provide insights on the regional response plan for Grenada and St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the wake of the widespread destruction caused by Hurricane Beryl. According to Prime Minister the Honourable Deacon Mitchell, what is required now is significant capital investment to aid in the cleanup and rebuilding of communities.
In Grenada, Carrickmont, Petit Martinique, and the ask for St. Vincent and the Grenadines is that we need grant resources as our economies, our societies simply cannot afford more debt. The reality is that we need funds with a quick disbursement period post-hurricane. In the ideal situation, and we make this call now, we should in fact have funding in place even before the event so that we can respond immediately. The conversation on sustainable development calls for the creation of new facilities that will give us, as small island developing states, on the forefront of the climate crisis, the flexibility to have fast access to grant funds. In the normal scheme of things, disbursement periods are best case scenario 4 to 8 weeks. This is simply too long. In Grenada's case, in Carrickmont, Petit Martinique's case, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines' case, we need the funds now.
It is only 10 days since the passage of Hurricane Beryl, and Prime Minister Mitchell indicated that the needs of citizens are immediate.
We must secure our nations. We have to do so. In Grenada's case, we've demonstrated fiscal resilience in our legislation and enormous responsibility by ensuring that we set aside funds for rainy days and disastrous days such as the 1st of July by the use of our National Transformation Fund, by setting aside 10% of our CBI revenues to help with recovery and relief efforts. We have purchased insurance for our water and electric companies who oftentimes are unable to find insurance from private insurance companies. to ensure the external distribution and transmission systems. We have maintained and paid for, at sometimes significant costs, for parametric insurance policies for natural hazards through the Caribbean Catastrophic Risk Insurance Facility. But the payout from all these funds is a drop in the bucket.
St. Vincent Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, in giving a synopsis of the damage in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, said citizens there are apprehensive of their future as they have had to face a number of natural disasters within the last 4 years.
My country has had 4 significant disasters or emergencies since 2020. COVID, which we all know. In 2021, in April of that year, there were 21 volcanic eruptions. In July of that year, there was Hurricane Elsa, and then now a Category 4 hurricane. In between, interspersed by excessive rainfall causing floods and droughts and land degradation. The damage that Beryl has caused to St. Vincent and the Grenadines will run into hundreds of millions of dollars. We don't have the material or the technical resources.
Kishan Thomas, MTV News.
Statistical data is emerging following the devastation by Hurricane Beryl. To get a clearer insight into the assessment figures, MTV News conducted an interview with Beryl Ann Clarkson, statistician attached to the Central Statistical Office and a member of the National Disaster Management Assessment, Damage Assessment and Needs Analysis team. Kayla Flavaney has the details.
The damage and needs assessment analysis was conducted the first week post-Hurricane Beryl. A trained team comprising of initial damage assessors, IDAs, from the National Disaster Management Agency, Central Statistical Office interviewers, as well as officials from the Ministry of Agriculture, Tourism and Utilities, journeyed to the sister isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique, while another team remained on mainland Grenada. Beryl Ann Clarkson, statistician attached to the Central Statistical Office, stated that the teams did site visitations to each of the parishes on the dry island. The teams followed a methodology which they call the initial damage assessment, which includes 4 stages, with 1 being minimal damage to 4 being devastation, in which they looked at the damage done to residents' houses, as well as injuries sustained.
We looked at whether the roofs were completely off, whether they were partially off. We looked whether the outer walls of the building were partial or totally damaged. And all of these things were looked at when we were looking at the damage. It's not just about buildings, but people, the population that was affected. In Carriacou, I know that the team was some of the persons who were able to look at the initial identify the initial needs of the affected population, so to inform immediate response, so that if we found persons in houses whereby they didn't come out, or for whatever reason, we were able to bring immediate relief and need to them.
Clarkson stated that there were priority areas that were assessed first, which narrowed down to the severity of impact and urgency of assessments. These included parishes that reported the most deaths, as well as those who were displaced. The team will now move to the sectoral part of the damage and needs assessment analysis.
A lot of damage was done in St. Mark, St. Patrick, St. Andrews. So we went into those affected areas to do the damage. In Carriacou, we had to visit every community. There was no saying that you're going to go to some and you're not going to some. It was widespread, so you had to do the whole island of Carriacou. The same with PM.
She further expressed that this damage and needs assessment analysis was a walk in the park, as data from the previous geocensus done by the Central Statistical Office significantly aided in conducting their site visits. However, after completing the assessments for mainland Grenada, she disclosed that the key findings or trends observed from data was the loss of persons' livelihoods, such as farmers and fishermen, as well as damage to institutional buildings.
How does that move forward to us? Because you know that, you can now quantify the damage and loss of the various sectors, because you know that we have, there were a number of fishers in Carriacou whose boats were lost. So you know that you would have to be looking at the cost of replacement of those boats. So if we found that we got 16 to 80 foot boats that were fishing, there were a number of trawlers, there were a number of yachts. We would take that in now, and then you would put a figure to this loss.
The damage and needs assessment analysis is still ongoing in the sister isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. For MTV News, Kayla Flavany.
The opposition New National Party, NNP, following a visit to hurricane-ravaged Carriacou and Petite Martinique, is saying housing requires urgent attention. The four-member parliamentarians, which included the opposition leader, Dr. Keith Mitchell, MP for the town of St. George, Peter David, and Senator Norland Cox, and MP for St. Mark, Clarence Modeste Kerwin, with minimal resources, coordinated some relief support in the form of hot meals and portable toilets. Dr. Mitchell, after an extensive tour of the affected areas, made a call on the government to make some decisions regarding housing.
We're calling on the government to allow the citizens who are badly in housing, with serious housing problems, to be able to at least temporarily be housed in the Chinese housing project that is in Carriacou, that be able to relieve the problem of housing in this area. So there are issues here that we certainly have. There are solutions and ideas that we certainly would like to advance to aid. But the whole point is, we believe this is a time not to attempt to score cheap political points. We believe that it's a time for us to offer solutions and to work together.
The opposition party was faced with a crisis back in 2004 when Hurricane Ivan devastated Grenada, and as such has given an experience in the recovery efforts. They are prepared to lend a helping hand.
We're saying we have the experience, we have the personnel, and we are reiterating our call again today that we are prepared to work with those in authority, but that is the government's leadership responsibility. We cannot lead in the point where the people have given the government the responsibility to manage the affairs of the country. So we are saying we are ready and willing. And we want to offer just some simple advice in some areas. For example, Jamaica has already now invoked the Caribbean Catastrophic Risk Insurance. That came about after Grenada's major disaster. And they are now getting billions of Jamaican dollars to recovery. We are in the right position in Grenada. I'm sure the conditions we have met that have occurred in Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique, and in Grenada and the farming community would qualify us. So I think the government needs to move fast, and if they need help from us, we're certainly willing to do so.
The National Insurance Scheme, NIS, is accepting unemployment benefit claims for registered employees affected by Hurricane Beryl. NIS will honor its commitment to pay unemployment benefit claims for 3 months to registered employees and self-employed individuals who have been displaced from their jobs because of Hurricane Beryl, which devastated Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique on the 1st of July. We have more from Keyshawn Thomas.
The NIS launched its unemployment benefit last year in May 2023, which covers employees and self-employed individuals who lost their employment due to natural and/or man-made disasters to some extent. The public relations officer at the NIS is Lisa Douglas.
We are in deep empathy with all the persons due to Hurricane Beryl. You've lost your job, you're now unemployed. We're here to provide support. Once you were registered and contributing, you are guaranteed, once you meet the qualifying conditions, that the NIS unemployment benefit, it will be paid to you.
Douglas explained the process in applying for the benefit.
Now the benefit claim is submitted through our web portal, my.nisgrenada.org. But anybody who is having issues, because we know right now everybody doesn't have a telephone connection, internet connection, etc. So we're asking persons, whatever way you can communicate with us to get information, to get assistance, please do so. So we have some contact numbers, our landline 440-3309. We also have WhatsApp. So we have 458-6060 or 456-4144. You can send us a message or get somebody to send a message on your behalf so that you can get whatever assistance that you require. And of course, our offices in St. George, our main office, and our sub-office in Grenville is up and running. Carriacou, as you know, is still down. But we are here at our main office and our other sub-office and via WhatsApp and social media also to provide support.
According to Douglas, the unemployment benefit will be paid at a rate of 50% of individual's salary.
Whatever you are contributing as a self-employed person, you will receive 50% of that amount, and also as an employee. Now, the benefit will be paid up to a period of 3 months. And it will be paid every 2 weeks, and those payments will be sent directly to your bank or your credit union account. So every 2 weeks you will receive a payment once you continue to be unemployed, you have not yet found a job, you have not yet resumed your self-employment, you would continue receiving those payments for up to a period of 3 months.
Kishan Thomas, MTV News.
That's the first segment of the news. We'll be back with you after the break.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News came to you in association with Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, neighbor.
Here's the bill I asked you to pay for me.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low?
For one, we size our transformers just for what we need. And we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LEDs.
They burn less energy, right?
Much less. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
And Grenlec is always advising us not to open the fridge too often.
That's right. And my family washes and irons in bulk.
So while Grenada can't control fuel prices, I can conserve energy and save money.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Where you come out, where you from? I was leave free promotion, it is all budget. Somebody send out the warning.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win. Free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for one whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlec, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Carib Breweries, Coop Bag, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited. I can't hide it. In your blast up and rising. And I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive jackpot.
It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
Bank on a bright future with Co-op Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Fund your summer plans with a new Visa credit card and get 5,000 bonus reward points on approval. Or you can get discounted interest rates with financing of up to $50,000 unsecured. With Co-op Bank, you have a future you can bank on. Apply today. Special terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there. Easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza and drive away in style.
Welcome back. The impact of Hurricane Beryl on forestry and agriculture is being assessed on the Sister Isles of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. A team of officials from the ministry journeyed to the affected areas to collect data and decide on the way forward, as we now hear in this report.
Hurricane Beryl, which struck Grenada on July 1st, dealt a serious blow to the agriculture sector. with almost complete destruction to crops on the sister isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. To this end, a team of officials led by Sustainable Landscape Management Specialist Aidan Futo have been conducting damage assessments to determine the extent of loss in forestry and agriculture.
I have the expertise in forest evaluation and evaluating damage, trees and those sort of things, ecosystem assessment and so on. So now, although that is quite consistent with the present job that I'm doing, still you have to lend a hand. So I'm here providing assessment, support in assessing the damages to the forest ecosystem and other woodland vegetation.
He further explained that while the assessment will give an overall picture of the extent of the damage, it will take several weeks to get a comprehensive report of the situation on the ground.
Well, this assessment is just a rapid one, just to give a sort of an overall picture of the extent of the damages, but more in-depth assessment is necessary. Based on the type of assessment you're dealing with, for example, in the forest, it could take within 3 weeks to do a complete assessment.
Futo is, however, making an appeal to the United Nations to come on board and assist the affected islands with the necessary funding.
It is crucial that all UN bodies come on board and provide necessary support and expertise in the area that which they are capable. So all UN bodies come on board and provide the necessary support.
For MTV News, Kayla Flavany.
The Caribbean Electric Utility Service Corporation, CARELEC, is continuing to provide manpower support to Grenlec in seeking to restore electricity on mainland Grenada to its full capacity. On Wednesday, the company reported that 97% of customers had been restored. However, work continues in the northern side of the country. Through CARELEC support, a team from St. Lucia Electricity Services, Lucelec, arrived on the island on Wednesday, and that team has been working in Hermitage, going right through to Mount Rich communities. Grenlec Manager for Transmission and Distribution, Eric Williams, welcomed the assistance.
Grenlec just wants to welcome Team Lucelec to assist us once again. Lucelec assisted us back in 2004. In fact, we have a team member here who is returning to Grenada. Ricky is returning. He was here in 2004 and assisted us very well. And Lucelec is back again to assist us in 2024. So we thank Lucelec for their assistance again. And this is the spirit that we have within the CARELEC community, where we help each other in time of need.
Justin Small is a line construction supervisor who will be spearheading the Lucelec team.
We are in Grenada right now to assist in line construction after Hurricane Beryl. My team consists of myself and 5 other linemen. 3 guys from our contractors and the other 2 linemen from Lucelec self. I'm fully confident with the team that I have there. We at Lucelec have maintained a reputation overseas in hurricane restoration work. And I am expecting that the same will happen this time. And we are trying to produce as much as possible and try to restore supply to as much community as possible. This is our main aim, to just restore supply and to have customers being powered up.
Senior citizens, including residents from the Lone Senior Citizens Home for hurricane-ravaged Carriacou and Petite Martinique, continues to find temporary refuge on mainland Grenada, with more than 30 individuals transported on the island by air and sea as of Wednesday. We have the details in this report.
In a significant development, as of Wednesday, July 10th, 32 elderly residents, 15 from Petite Martinique and 17 from Carriacou, have been transported to mainland Grenada for safety following the aftermath of Hurricane Beryl's devastation across the sister isles. The storm severely impacted the Top Hill Senior Citizens Home in Carriacou, prompting urgent relocation measures. Government was able to secure accommodations at 3 sites on the island. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry for Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, Naomi Jeremiah, provided an update to MTV News on Wednesday.
We have them relocated at the Chublu area. We also have them at the St. Martin's de Porres Home for the Aged, and one person is located at the Chichester Home for the Aged. We like to ask persons who are out there that have elderly persons in Carriacou who feel that they are at risk and they need some love, some support, some caring in terms of ensuring that the amenities are being met. You can contact us here at the ministry. If you have concerns of any elderly person, you can also contact us so that we can look at the case and make decisions how we can accommodate them here.
Chief Development Officer in the Ministry for Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, Chikal Courtney, appealed for continued support from stakeholders and the public for additional housing and other amenities.
From our assessment and our trip to Carriacou last week, we realized that there is a need for psychosocial support, which has been provided and continues to be provided by the Ministry of Social Development. We have a team that traveled to Carriacou yesterday. They will be there for a number of days, and as the weeks go by, we will have different teams going up to provide psychosocial support. We're also seeing that there is a need for housing. As PS indicated, we have been relocating older persons into Grenada, but we're also seeing a need now for a large influx and requests for families, women, parents, children, who are looking for accommodation, who have no family members, especially in Grenada, and they require assistance for housing. And again, we make that appeal to anybody who has accommodation that is vacant and is willing to assist the ministry and the government of Grenada in providing accommodation, temporary accommodation for these persons.
It is unclear how many elderly residents remain on the Sister Isles and need to be evacuated. However, efforts are ongoing to evacuate more individuals in the days ahead. Reporting for MTV News, I am Akila Aberdeen.
Carriacou cleanup drive will be activated over the weekend as the government continues with its efforts to have debris removed from the hurricane-ravaged Sister Isle of Carriacou. Prime Minister and Minister for Disaster Management, Deacon Mitchell, during a press conference earlier this week, said to make the cleanup drive a reality, volunteering and contractual work will be required, as the government is aiming at minimizing the public health risk that can arise. The cleanup will be spearheaded by the Ministry of Mobilization and Implementation.
This cleanup drive will probably last as much as 2 to 3 months. There are huge quantities of zinc and galvanized sheeting all over the place, significant building debris all over Carriacou and Petit Martinique, in the mangroves, the beaches, everywhere you go. It is going to require a sustained effort. The debris cannot remain on the island of Carriacou. So it also means we will have to plan to, in fact, export it out of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. But this is just the start. We will commence, obviously, by relying on volunteers, but ultimately we will have to contract the work to make sure that we can really begin to clean up Carriacou and Petit Martinique from an environmental perspective.
It's the MTV Evening News. Regional highlights are next. The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there. Easy. Enjoy competitive interest rates, specials on insurance, and offers from auto dealers. Ariza also has great offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. Apply for an easy ride loan from Ariza and drive away in style.
The NLA is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Where are you come out? Where are you from? I was leave free promotion, it is on budget. Somebody send out the warning.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicle insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Coop Bag, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Running a business is hard. Running a creative business, that's 10 times harder. The Grenada Office of Creative Affairs understands the unique challenges creative entrepreneurs face, especially when it comes to securing financing. That's why they have partnered with the Grenada Development Bank to launch the Creative and Cultural Industries Business Development Fund. Hello. Designed specifically for creative entrepreneurs like you and me. Unlock your full potential with our tailored financing options. Access loans of up to $50,000 at just 2% interest, empowering you to upgrade and expand your business. Receive business support vouchers of up to $5,000 to enhance your business plans, financial strategies, or marketing efforts. But that's not all. Nonprofits and community-based projects can secure grants of up to $25,000. So, what are you waiting for? Make the call today and learn how you can finance your dreams. Contact the Grenada Development Bank and unleash your creativity.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Welcome back. And now is Clifton James with this evening's Regional Roundup.
With the Regional Roundup, I am Clifton James. Over in Guyana, a shooting incident that took place on Tuesday night, which resulted in a 5-year-old boy being hospitalized, is currently under police investigation. More in this HTP TV report.
The Guyana Police Force is currently investigating a shooting that happened on Tuesday at around 1945 hours that resulted in a 5-year-old boy receiving a gunshot wound to his head. According to a police report, 5-year-old Jermaine Gustave was standing next to his mother, who was a food vendor in Charles Street, when the suspect approached on a black motorcycle with a gun in his hand. The man approached the food stall where he saw a man known as Crab, who he allegedly had an old grievance with, and discharged 4 rounds in his direction. The now injured child was in the company of his 39-year-old mother, who was plying her trade as a food vendor on Charles Street. Crab escaped the gunman while the 6-year-old was shot and fell to the ground. He was picked up by his mother and rushed to a hospital where his condition was listed as serious and is currently receiving medical attention. The bullet entered the back of the left side ear of Gustave and exited through his cranium. The police discovered 2 9mm spent shells at the scene and are currently looking for the suspect and the man who escaped the shooting. For AGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Now in Trinidad, police are seeking the help of the public in locating 32-year-old Shaquem Charles. Charles from Magura Road in India Walk, Magura, was last seen in Port of Spain around midday on Tuesday. Police were told he had recently started working as a ride-share driver. It was said that he had left Port of Spain and had told relatives that he would be returning home soon. However, he did not. All calls to his phone also went unanswered. Relatives also told police that they became further concerned when checks were made to a joint account and it was realised that a sum of cash had been withdrawn from an ATM in San Fernando that night. They became further alarmed when Charles's vehicle, a Toyota Cross, was found abandoned in Valencia on Wednesday morning. The vehicle was taken to the Special Evidence Recovery Unit in Kumuto for forensic examination. The Guyana Elections Commission, GECOM, said it has no authority to remove Dr. Asha Kissoon from the National Assembly. GECOM issued its statement in response to a letter published in the Starbrook News, which queried why the Commission had not moved to remove Kissoon from Parliament after she declined to resign as per the agreement among her coalition's 3 parties. In light of the most recent newspaper publication, it must be categorically stated that GECOM has absolutely no authority to remove Dr. Asha Kissoon from the National Assembly. Article 156 of the Constitution of Guyana stipulates the conditions under which a Member of Parliament can be removed from the National Assembly, and there is clearly no role for GECOM in this regard, GECOM said. In view of the foregoing, it is necessary for GECOM to inform the public that the matter is actively being discussed at the level of the Commission, and the outcome will be publicised upon conclusion of the discussions. Kissoon, the New Movement Party TNM leader, was due to resign from Parliament last November after serving 91 days. We're up to date with the regional roundup. I am Clifton James.
You're watching the MTV Evening News. Sporting highlights are next.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians! From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot-type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
It's the Quartz Appliance Event. Cook it, fry it, bake it on a new Mabe stove for only $1,799. Stack it, pack it, and chill it with a Frigidaire 4-mount fridge for $2,749. Laundry piling up? Wash it, spin it, dry it in a Frigidaire 17-kilogram washing machine top, only $2,399. Get it now and pay later. It's the Quartz Appliance Event, only at Quartz, bringing value home. Offer sent July 24th, 2024. Conditions apply.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Bank on a bright future with Co-op Bank as we celebrate more than 50 years of partnership with Grenadians. Fund your summer plans with a new Visa credit card and get 5,000 bonus reward points on approval. Or you can get discounted interest rates with financing of up to $50,000 unsecured. With Co-op Bank, you have a future you can bank on. Apply today. Special terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home.
A Carnival Pulse is coming. Yes, you heard it. Carnival Pulse, a vibrant live broadcast event that captures the heart and soul of Grenada's Carnival. July 29th to August 9th at the Esplanade and Bruce Street Mall. Stay tuned for more information on Carnival Pulse, a production of MTV and Fusion FM in collaboration with Grenville Property Corporation Limited. This carnival will be pulsating.
Coming up in sport, Lyndon Victor to carry Grenada's flag at the opening ceremony of the Olympics. That highlight and more coming up for you in our sporting segment.
The MTV Evening Sports is brought to you in association with Quartz, bringing value home.
Nice to see you again. Hey people, this is Ezra the Fun Machine and I'm calling all revelers, carnivalists and bacchanalists. Let me tell you, take a loan of $3,000 or more for your costume and pay only $340 per month with Quartz ready cash. Plus, you get to enter to win your loan back. That's That's right! Pay $0 down and nothing for the first 30 days. All you need is your ID, proof of address, job letter, pay slip, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Courts Already Cash location today or contact your Carnival band for more details. Experience Carnival 2024 with Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
A special evening to you now, sporting fans. Here are your highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. Grenada's national senior women's team will travel to Trinidad this week to participate in the inaugural Women Warriors Wellness Cup from July 13th to 19th. The tournament celebrates women's strength, resilience, and wellness through football. The Grenada side will face stiff competition from the host nation, Trinidad and Tobago's national women's team, along with club teams, Defence Force Women's Football Club, University of Trinidad and Tobago, Queen's Park Cricket Club, and Club Sando Women's Football Team, Athletic Club of Port of Spain. Matches will take place at the Hazley Crawford Stadium in Port of Spain. Quote, "We are honored to take part in this groundbreaking event, highlighting women's empowerment through sports," said GFA's Women Director, Kazira Thomas. Quote, "Our players have trained extensively and are ready to represent Grenada against some of Trinidad's top club and national team," unquote. The Wellness Cup aims to showcase elite women's football while promoting messages of strength, unity, and well-being. Players and coaches hope the tournament will inspire women of all ages to pursue their athletic dreams. The team is eager to test itself against stiff competition in Trinidad this week. One of Grenada's 6 Olympic athletes, Lyndon Victor, decathlon athlete, will be carrying the flag for the Grenada team at the opening ceremony. Victor is currently training for the Olympics in North Texas. NBC5's Noel Walker reports that his road to the Games goes through Fort Worth.
I feel like I've been really blessed to, since I moved to Fort Worth, to have, I feel like what I like to call the Avengers. I have the best team.
I jokingly started calling it the Goon Squad one day, and it just stuck. We joke like, you know, the first rule of Goon Squad is you don't talk about Goon Squad.
Got to get the left down so you can pull through it.
Two-time Olympic decathlete Chris Huffins coaches Lyndon in the same event. He won bronze.
It creates a symmetry for us that I think most people don't have. Even if you're a coach and you've been through this multiple times, it's still different having actually been through it.
That symmetry isn't just about what happens on the track in the spotlight.
I am coaching Lyndon on his mindset, how he thinks, how to use his thought energy to enhance his performance. Because the decathlon at the Olympic level is arguably the toughest event.
It takes mental toughness, physical toughness, athletic ability. It takes, you know, it takes finding something deep within to be the world's greatest athlete. And I think I welcome the opportunity. Yes.
Grenada's sole competitor at this year's Caribbean Karate Championships will be Mr. Ethan Courtney of the Grenada Shotokan Karate Association. Ethan, a first-degree black belt in the traditional Shotokan karate style, shall represent the state in the highly competitive 18-plus male kata category. This will be Ethan's first CKF tournament, for which he has been preparing intensely for the past several months. Mr. Courtney will be accompanied by Coach Sensei Chase, himself a 5th-degree black belt in Shotokan karate style. Mr. Chase will also attend the CKF as Grenada's representative to the CKF Congress. According to Sensei Chase, quote, "I am confident that Ethan will represent Grenada with excellence and sportsmanship. The CKF Caribbean Championship provide an excellent platform for athletes to showcase their talents and compete at a very high level," unquote. Grenada's contingent left the island on July 6th to travel to Curacao, where the tournament will be held between the 8th to the 14th of July. That's all in this evening's sports. I am Akila Aberdeen.
And with the latest sporting highlights there, we still have ahead, of course, the public forecast information and then a recap of the main stories when we return.
The MTV Evening Sports was brought to you in association with Quartz, bringing value home.
MTV Weather Report comes to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
We have the will to overcome. We are strong. Together, we are Grenada.
Good Thursday evening, viewers. Once again with the nighttime weather forecast and meteorologist Wayne Williams. The sunny skies continue throughout Eastern Caribbean today, even though we did see the first another tropical wave moving through the islands. It is going to continue moving into the Caribbean Sea. Not much activity was associated with that, apart from some showers and thunder showers over Trinidad that caused some flooding there. Another tropical wave is heading towards the islands. A large area of patchy cloudiness associated with that, showing the typical inverted V shape of a tropical wave. As that nears the island, we can expect to see some showers later on over the latter part of the weekend. Still yet we have a third tropical wave heading away, another one much further back. Neither of these are showing any signs of development, although the one much further back does have an area of showers and active thunder showers associated with it. The haze is drifting a bit north of us, but you can still expect to see some deterioration in visibility in the next 2 days. Right now, an area of cloudiness approaching from the east to the southeast of Trinidad is going to spread some showers and gusty winds and squalls over that area. We can expect some of that starting from the latter part of tonight into Friday. The forecast for Thursday night, some scattered showers, easterly winds 8 to 18 miles per hour. Those showers will occur mostly after midnight. Minimum temperature around 23. The moon rose early on at 10:25. It's going to set later tonight at 10:47. Friday is expected to bring some widely scattered showers, gusty winds again, and a very slight haze. Easterly winds 12 to 24 miles per hour. Moderate seas with 4 to 5 foot waves. Sunrise is 5:49. Sunset 6:36. Despite any showers we're going to receive, the maximum will still climb to around 31 and feel like 37. The UV index will be moderate. Showers in the forecast for Port of Spain. Generally fair skies and Bridgetown. They could see some light showers into the afternoon. Variable cloudy conditions in Kingston. Afternoon thunderstorms for Miami. Rain in New York. Cloudy in London. Back at home, that approaching tropical wave is expected to spread some showers over the weekend, especially on Saturday and Sunday, with a medium chance of that happening. A little break on Monday and Tuesday. Even if you see showers at that time, it's going to be very light and very brief, but you do expect a return to some heavier showers from Wednesday. Fair skies from Thursday onward. That is it for me for Thursday night, folks. Have yourself a great night. Join me again on Friday.
And now to end the news, a recap of the headlines. A shopkeeper in St. Andrew has been found dead with a puncture wound to his chest. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell has said hurricane disaster funds are needed to be issued now due to vulnerability. The opposition New National Party wants to extend an olive branch as the country reels from Beryl's devastation. And in sport, Lyndon Victor is to carry Grenada's flag at the opening ceremony of the Olympics. We've had details to those and other stories to look to at the public forecast information. And so now, on behalf of the news and production departments, I'm Tony Julian. We thank you for viewing and wish you a good night.
Lloyd David Augustine of Marion St. George, who resided in St. Lucia, passed away on June 7, 2024, at the age of 89. Left to mourn are his dear friend and caregiver, Aletha Catherine Green, brothers Randolph Augustine, also known as Smolax, and Franklin Augustine in the USA, children Vincent Noel in England, Shane Marshall in Canada, Lydia and Claudius in Grenada, Yanisha and Damien in St. Lucia, many grandchildren, nieces and nephews, many other relatives and friends including Victor Duncan, also known as Flurry, the Augustine families, and friends in Grenada, Carriacou and St. Lucia. The funeral service and interment of the late Lloyd David Augustine of Marion St. George, who resided in St. Lucia, took place on Tuesday, July 9th in St. Lucia. Funeral arrangements were entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Laurie Piesody, also known as Chapel and Piesody of Clogier St. John, died on Saturday the 29th of June at the age of 70. He is survived by his children Janelle McEwen in the US, Alianne Jerocan, Sallyanne Denver, Garvin, and Florica Mitchell, all in Grenada. Sisters Sybil, Phyllis, Eugene, Jean, Maureen, Allison, Maxine in the UK, and Donica in the USA. Stepson Lambert Smith. 11 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren. In-laws Dennis Jerocan, Hannaford Mitchell, Roxanne Marshall, Victor, Benedict, Eddie, Reggie, and David. Many nieces and nephews too numerous to mention. Other close relatives and friends, including Eric Williams and family, Andrew Piesody and family, Amanda Jones and family, the Daniel, Nash, Sandy, Hood, Stroud, Ambrose, Piesody, Mitchell, and Gurley families, friends, neighbors of Clogier, Guave, and surrounding areas. The celebration of the life of the late Laurie Piesody, also known as Chapel and Piesody, will take place on Friday the 12th of July at 2 p.m. The funeral service will be held at the Clogier Seventh-day Adventist Church, Clogier St. John, and followed by a private interment. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Gregory Joel Thomas, also known as Watty Way, of Croshoe St. Andrew, a well-known truck driver and salesman, passed away on Sunday, June 16, 2024, at the age of 42. He was the son of Samuel Thomas, also known as Tight Clothes, and Gracelyn Thomas, also known as Sister Grace, father of Jade, Javon, Jeremiah, Javel, Ethan, Jewel, Eunuch, and Jaden, brother of Aaron Thomas, Enoch Thomas, Jude Thomas, Theodore Coffey, Troy Roberts, Sarah Thomas in the USA, and Stacy Lewis, close and dear friend of Calatica East, also known as Lati. Many aunts and uncles including Esther Thomas, Florence Holmes, Barbara Stanislaus, Neva Andrews, Sherma Andrews, Ann Andrews, Lydia Thomas, Selina John, Laurel Andrews, Ada, Joyce, Anne Griffith, Wilshire, Eric, and Cloney. Nieces and nephews including Adina, Damien, Ayana, Ebony, Ishorn, Uri, Kyle, Kayla, Kendon, Aaron, and Nora. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including Katrina and family, Jermel, Hayden, Delon and the guys of Cafe and surrounding areas, Asher Williams, Afia Marine and family, Alicia Marine and family, Jason, Selwyn, June and family, Jay Mahorn, employees of Specialized Automotive Limited, the Caliste and Belfont families of Mount Seeley, the trucking community, customers on the St. George's bus terminal, shopkeepers island-wide, and friends and neighbors of Croshoe and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Gregory Joel Thomas, also known as Watty Way, of Croshoe St. Andrew, will take place on Wednesday, July 17th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Mamacan Independent Baptist Church, and interment will be at the Family Cemetery Cafe, Croshoe St. Andrew. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Gordon Benjamin, also known as Cobra, of Tempe, who resided at River Road, St. George and Pedmotor, St. David, passed away on Wednesday, 26th June 2024, at the age of 87. He was the father of Gina Benjamin, Randolph, also known as Loverboy, Carol in the USA, and Wendy Williams, grandfather of Raquel Green, Karine, Jada, Karzim, Kav, Karina and Kareem Benjamin, Harlan and Angel Williams in Grenada, Christelle, Kimron and Curlon in the UK, Kayrona, Kayleen, Kamal and Kayson in the USA. Great-grandfather of many including Jaquan Green, Ava and Akela. Brother of Cosmos in the UK, Jermaine in Texas, and Gloria in St. Croix. Many nieces and nephews including Leslie and Felix, Stephen Benjamin, and Humphrey Hazard. Father-in-law of Carol Salhab. Many relatives and friends including Annie Purcell, Josh St. Louis, Celia and Curtis Samuel, Nurse Cox and other nurses at the Pedmotor Medical Station, Una George in Trinidad, the staff of Foodland, Lagoon Road, Pastor Juba, and friends and neighbours of Tempe, River Road, and Pedmotor St. David. The funeral of the late Gordon Benjamin, also known as Cobra, of Tempe, who resided at River Road, St. George, and Pedmotor St. David, will take place on Thursday, July 18th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Garden of Remembrance Funeral Chapel, Cemetery Hill, St. George's, according to Catholic rites, and interment will be at the St. George's Top Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Cecilia Dowden, also known as Nanny, of Montmoret St. George, died on July 1st, 2024, at the age of 91. She was the mother of Bernice and Lennox in the UK, Christine and Anne-Marie in the USA, Steve in Australia, Beverly and Donna in Grenada, grandmother of 16, great-grandmother of 26, sister-in-law of Floyd, John and Rex Dowden, mother-in-law of John Vialard, Pauline Dowden, Cletus Paul, Sandra Gonzalez Dowden, and Terence Griffith. Other relatives and friends including Dr. Jose Rodriguez, Lorna Edwards, Rosalind Trim, Jane, her caregiver, Wayne and Anna Maria Harris, Alan and Nicole Dowden, Teresa Joseph in Carriacou, and pastor and members of the Montmoret Seventh-day Adventist Church. The funeral service for the late Cecilia Dowden, also known as Nanny, of Montmoret St. George, will take place on Thursday, July 18th at 2 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Montmoret Seventh-day Adventist Church, followed by interment at the Montmoret Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Oscar Marast, also known as DJ Mastermix, of Paraclete St. Andrew, passed away on Saturday 29th June 2024 at the age of 73. He was the father of Tracy Marast, Laverne Brown, Renee and Emma Marast, grandfather of Dante, Aaliyah and Jaden Telesford, Aidan, St. Bernard, Janelle Stevens and Yvette Balthazar, brother of Elijah Cephas and Conrad Regis, also known as Sasaye, close cousin of Theodore Cooper and Ivan Regis, brother-in-law of Jerry Cephas. Many nieces, nephews, other relatives and friends in Grenada and abroad, including Trevor Noel, Marvin Archibald, Laura James, Marcia Archibald, Dennis Charles, Rennick St. Bernard, Jordan Horsford, Royan Claude, Sheldon Brown, Janine Thomas, Bernard Telesford, and friends and neighbours of Paraclete and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Oscar Marast, also known as DJ Mastermix of Paraclete St. Andrew, will take place on Thursday, July 18th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at St. Andrew the Apostle Catholic Church, Grenville, and interment will be at the Grand Bras Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Halima Redhead Houghton of Fontenoy St. George, who resided in the USA, passed away on Sunday, June 23, 2024, at the age of 40. The funeral arrangements for the late Halima Redhead Houghton of Fontenoy St. George, who resided in the USA, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Rose Teresa Blackman of Mamacan St. Andrew, who resided at Marianne and Mountgay St. George, passed away on Thursday, July 4th, 2024, at the age of 58. The funeral arrangements for the late Rose Teresa Blackman of Mamacan St. Andrew, who resided at Marianne and Mountgay St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Esme Nicholas of Duquesne St. Mark, who resided at Mount Hartman St. George, passed away on Monday, July 8th, 2024, at the age of 78. The funeral arrangements for the late Esme Nicholas of Duquesne St. Mark, who resided at Mount Hartman St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Sharon Veronica Wint Peterson of Marianne St. George died on Thursday, the 4th of July, at the age of 65. We'll have funeral arrangements for the late Sharon Veronica Wint Peterson of Marianne St. George in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Ina Dorothy Harriman, also known as Anna, of Florida St. John, passed away on Tuesday, 25th June 2024, at the age of 78. The funeral arrangements for the late Ina Dorothy Harriman, also known as Anna, of Florida St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Geraldine Hilaire of Mirabeau St. Andrew died on Saturday, 29th June 2024, at the age of 66. The funeral arrangements for the late Geraldine Hilaire of Mirabeau St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Margaret Clarine Clark, née Patris, also known as Carew, of Windward Carriacou, who resided at Grand Mole St. George, passed away on Sunday, June 30th, 2024, at the age of 75. The funeral arrangements for the late Margaret Clarine Clark, née Patris, also known as Carew, of Windward Carriacou, who resided at Grand Mole St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Clotilde Felix of Mamacan St. Andrew passed away on Sunday, 23rd June 2024, at the age of 80. The funeral arrangements for the late Clotilde Felix of Mamacan St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Jean Elcock, also known as Tanti Sister, Mom and Sister of Mardi Gras St. David, died on Tuesday, the 25th of June, at the age of 87. The funeral arrangements of the late Jean Elcock, also known as Tanti Sister, Mom and Sister of Mardi Gras St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Bernadette Peters of Birchgrove St. Andrew passed away on Thursday, 13th June, at the age of 60. The funeral for the late Bernadette Peters of Birchgrove St. Andrew will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thank you for watching.
I'm Pastor Jerry Keynes Douglas, and I'd like to take the opportunity today to express my deepest sympathy to all of you who have lost loved ones, friends, members of your family or inner circle. Probably one of the hardest issues to deal with in life is the loss of a loved one, someone close. There is arguably no harder blow than to be separated from someone as a result of death, and especially so when that death has come as a tragedy, as a tragic circumstance. Our deepest sympathy is with you today. I'd like to share a word of comfort with you from the Word of God that we can all learn from as we deal with bereavement, with mourning, with sorrow, and with the pain of a lost loved one. I like to say from the Word of God, we learn about Abraham, the patriarch. And the Bible says that when Abraham's wife, Sarah, died in Hebron, that Abraham sat down to mourn and to weep for her. And then, after a period of mourning and weeping, the Bible says Abraham arose and he went to do business, to buy land, to build a tomb for Sarah, and to bury her remains. And for all of us, there is that issue of dealing with the grieving period. And yes, it's okay to mourn, it is okay to grieve, it is okay to express that sense of loss and the pain that it comes with it. But I say to you today, you're not alone. Like Abraham, go ahead and mourn. You're not alone. It's natural, let it happen. However, I also believe that by the grace of God, you're not alone in these times. So God says, and as you feel that pain, He says, come to me, all ye that are heavy laden, burdened and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. We need to come to Him and find a grace that goes beyond the casual comfort that people may give to us. Find support in God Himself. I also want to say to you that if you mourn and you know your loved one knew the Lord, you know the Lord, then we do not mourn as those who have no hope, but we know that Jesus will come again and the dead in Christ shall arise. That ought to be your hope as well. But finally, I also want to say to you in this difficult time to focus on what your loved one would have wanted. The Bible says Abraham rose up after his mourning, even during that, and he was able to get on with his life. And your loved ones would certainly want you to go through some grief and some mourning, but also to be able to move on with your life and to do the things that they would want you to do, to be strong, to bounce out of your grief and to be able to carry on and to fulfill the rest of your life until the day comes when you or I would be inevitably moved out of here by the same process. So my prayers are with you today, that God would help you and give you comfort and grace in this time of bereavement. May the Lord bless you and help you and strengthen you in an amazing way. And as I close, I give you this wonderful promise from God's Word. He says, fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. He says, I will strengthen you, I will help you, and I will support you with my mighty right hand. Isaiah 41:10. May God bless you.